Good morning, everyone. Back for the time being. It's been a rough week, a week removed from surgery last Tuesday. Nights are tough, but got a ways to go yet. Certainly to get back to the gym, it's going to be another month, I would think. We'll see what the surgeon says at the end of the month. Anyway, a few things I want to talk about. Um, I hear this, I got an edge bandied about by these touts. I got an edge, I feel an edge, I think I got an edge. I'm going to give you the formula so you know whether you have an edge or not. Uh, there's a few steps. It's not nothing daunting. It's once you do it a few times, you can commit it to memory. I use a spreadsheet, so I don't, I have to write it down myself. Um, let's say that you think you have a 55% edge at $1.10. You have to have an implied probability before you can figure out an edge. So let's say you think the side you have will win 55% of the time at $1.10. You take the $1.10, drop the minus sign, add 100 to that. So you have 210. Take the 210, multiply that by your implied probability, 0.55%, 0.55, which is 55%. You get 115.5. Subtract the odds from that, which is minus $1.10. You get 5.5. And you divide the odds. You divide that by the odds. So you take 5.5, divide it by 110, and you get 0.5, which gives you a 5% edge. That's the way you figure edge. Just something you should, if you bet in sports, you should commit that to memory, or at least get a spreadsheet. There's calculators all over the place. It's really important, probably the most important formula you can have as a sports bettor. All right, just wanted to get that out because, again, I hear these touts. I got an edge. I got this edge. I think I feel an edge. I see an edge. They have the formula now. They won't be able to figure it out. So take that for what it's worth. It's important. Keep it in your toolbox, as it were. It's really important. Very important. All right, on to today. I'm going to give you the bets I made. Last week, I struggled through the tournament. It turned out really better than I expected. It's a good week. I discussed what I can give out, what I can't. I have people that that I earn with. It is what it is. When I can, I do. When I can, I won't, and that's that. Anyway, so on to today. I have the odds logic screen up. I hope you can all see that. I don't know what it looks like on your end. Let me make it a little bigger if I can. I should know how to work this thing. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like this, just so I could talk through this. So I bet yesterday afternoon anyway, I bet North Carolina minus 3.5 flat. They're currently 4.5, 15, 4.5 flat. There's a few fives up there. I bet Chattanooga plus 3.5. They're down to plus 2. And the hell was the other game I bet? Oh, St. Francis and Alabama State under 140.5, down to 139. There's a few 138.5s there. So I like the way that's shaping up as far as today is concerned. I didn't do the rest of the games, honestly. I'll run them when I get done with this video. So what I want to talk about is a live bet, and we can go back and forth with this. Some people disagree with me. Some people agree with me. It's fine. My point of view is if you deem the market as being correct at minus 3.5, and now it's at 4.5, I'm taking North Carolina for an example. And you can get early in the game, again, not at halftime, not at 10 minutes into the game. You want to try and get the stuff as early as possible. If you can get that 3.5 again that I bet at initially, then what's the harm at 3.5 flat? I'm not talking about in progress. I'm talking about a live bet, not in progress. I discussed this many times during a timeout or a commercial. If you can get that minus 3.5 flat, minus $1.10, What's the harm in betting it if you believe that, and the market agreed with you, that -3.5 should be -4.5 or -5? I think it'll close at 5. We'll see. But, so I wanted to talk about that. And that's the way I look at live betting. And it's worked for me over the years. I think it'll work for you too. Again, not something that, halfway through the game and say, I can get to 3.5. Because once the market develops, then you're looking at a true number, which again, I don't have a major issue with, because it's still the 3.5 that I liked initially. I'll use you as an example that you liked initially, went to 4.5. So you were right directionally. So what's the harm in taking a 3.5 again? Now, halfway through, now the game's developed though. So now you see maybe one team, maybe there's an injury. Maybe Carolina has an injury. Maybe there's a million things that could happen. Maybe they're shooting cold. Maybe could be a bunch of things. Somebody's in foul trouble, what have you. And that goes the same for the total and the other side that I gave you. So just keep an eye on that. And I think it'll serve you well. That's the way I like to live bet. Now, others will disagree with me. They'll say, well, it's a new market. I understand all of that. But in my mind, if the 3.5 was true pre-flop, moved to 4.5 and 5, then it's just as true live, in my opinion. Again, there's people on both sides of the fence with that. There's a lot that say, well, it's a new market. You're just shooting yourself in the foot. That's fine. I'm not going to argue that point. This is the way I do it. This is what I look for when I'm going to live bet. And that's how I do it. And I've done it in the NFL, in the NBA. NBA is tough. And NFL has changed when PAPSA, it was, I guess, 2018, I was betting NFL live and did well. A little different now, but I think you'd still earn. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. What else is there? I think that's it for now. I'm going to run the rest of the card and see where things are at, starting with St. Louis. And what did I give you? Alabama State. Is that the right game? Yeah. Alabama State and St. Francis under 40.5. I'll start with the St. Louis and Ark State, and then there's a few more, and then I'll work on tomorrow's stuff and on to Thursday. But if I see anything with the remaining 3-4 games, I'll just post it up. And a lot of the totals moved on the last 4 games significantly. So we'll see. I might look the other way on overmove, but I'm just guessing at that. I haven't run them yet, and I haven't looked deeply into that at all. So that there's those 4 remaining: St. Louis, Wichita State game, Cal Northridge and Stanford, and UC Riverside and Santa Clara. Those are the ones that are left to do, as far as that's NIT. I didn't even get started. I wait usually on the NCAA tournament, but I'll go through it and see what's there, and we'll take it from there. But I just wanted to get that calculation out to everyone. Hopefully it helps. I would definitely write it down, use it, so you can be sure. Well, I know I have an edge now, not what these so-called experts tell you that they feel an edge and they think they have. They think they see an edge. It's all nonsense. All right, that's it, guys. I hope everyone has a good day. I hope you can use those numbers in a live format. I hope they come back and you could work with them a little bit. I wish everyone the best of luck, and I'll get back with you later. Have a great day.